Chapter 46, bonus chapter, the last roundup. I held the right side of the banner, while Rainbow Dash lifted up the other side. Once she had it even with my side, she placed it against the building. I looked at her handiwork and chuckled. "We make a great team, Dash." She chuckled back. "Yeah, well, when you have me on your team, you always..." She looked up. I responded. "Ah!" She ducked down quickly as the lightning bolt flew past her, slightly burning the tip of her tail. She looked up. "No, careful, Derpy!" She did flip across our Pegasus. "You don't want to do any more damage than you've already done." I flew up slightly at 2 hours above the banner. I looked up at the destroyed town hall. Damn, Derpy can destroy a building easily. Derpy then began to jump up and down in a small storm cloud, causing lightning to shoot out the bottom. I just don't know what went wrong. Suddenly the lightning shot upward and electrocuted Derpy, who didn't seem the least bit affected. I chuckled as Rainbow Dash flew back over to me. "Wow, she's accident prone, huh?" She sighed. "Yeah, she's always like this." She then turned the banner and looked at Derpy. "Yeah, it's a misery." She then used her hood to push the nail in. "That must hurt." "I mean, using your hoof as a hammer sounds painful." Derpy flew down till she was above the banner. Then she began to fly backwards. Nice work, Rainbow Dash. As she neared the support beam, my eyes widened. "Derpy, wait, don't back into the..." Her flank hit the support beam, somehow knocking it loose. Rainbow Dash's face filled with surprise as she watched the beam fall. I pointed my hose downward. "Well, hurry!" She quickly flew down and placed herself under the beam, trying to hold it up. Sadly, she didn't have the strength and slammed at the wood floor. She and the beam went straight through it. I winced. "Ow! That's gotta hurt." Derpy flew down and landed next to the hole. She then stuck her head in. "You okay, Rainbow Dash? Anything I can do to help?" While she was saying this, I flew down and hovered above the hole. Suddenly, Rainbow Dash flew out of the hole, waving her hose in front of her. "No! Nothing! In the name of Celestia, just sit there and do nothing!" Derpy sat down. Somehow her flank broke the floor again and began to collapse. As she started to fall, she grabbed Rainbow Dash with her hoofs, pulling her down with her. For Rainbow Dash, obviously not going down alone, bit my tail. In the second I had before being pulled down with him, I said one word. "Shit." All three of us fell in the hole, all hitting the ground. Derpy got a happy smile. "Oops, my bad." Rainbow Dash pushed me off of her and stood. She sighed loudly. "It's fine, Derpy." I set up my haunches and let out a groan. "My back. I think I pulled a muscle." Rainbow Dash rolled her eyes. "Toughen up, Lance. You're whining like a filly." I crossed my hooves. "I'm not whining. I'm complaining. There's a difference, you know." Up above, I could hear the mayor talking. Rainbow Dash flew upwards. "Come on, guys, we're missing it." I flew upwards, followed by Derpy. As we emerged from the hole, the mayor was in the middle of a sentence. "In defense for generously offering up her prize money to fix town hall." There was no happily. "Yeah, Applejack." Then her hose from her mouth. "Woohoo!" I looked at her as she began to fall back in the hole. "Derpy, don't cover your..." I lunged forward and grabbed her hoof, which was a bad idea, since it also pulled me in with her. After we hit the ground, I rolled off of her and lay on my back. "Derpy, you're more trouble than you're worth." She still laughed happily. "I know." I smiled and shook my head. I stood and started flying back up. A light crunch was heard behind me and I spun around. Derpy was stuck in a wooden wall. How? I do not know. I saw him slow down at her. "How did this happen?" She shrugged. I don't know. I was following you." I chuckled and put her through the wall. "Come on, let's get back to celebration." She nodded and I led her back up the hole. Once he came out, I saw that Applejack was stepping off the stage. "Oh damn, I missed her speech." I walked over to her and smiled. "Well, now what?" She smiled back and began following Applejack. "First, we have to help Applejack pack. Then it's up to the train station." I nodded. "Alrighty then, let's get a move on." I walked up on the platform to see that everybody else was already there. I knew I shouldn't have taken this break. As I neared them, I heard Granny Smith talking to Applejack. "I want you to show all the mice and roly ponies whatever your roly ponies like." Applejack smiled back. "You betcha, Granny Smith." The mayor ran up and pushed Granny Smith back. "And bring back all that money." After turned, began to walk up to the train. "You betcha, Mayor." Big Pipe appeared in front of her. "And have fun. And don't be nervous. Oh, or if you are, you ain't doing even better than you already would. You need peanuts. popcorn. Taffy. Taffy keeps a lot of nervous energy. She didn't stamp her face to bag of candy she had pulled out of nowhere. I ran up and beamed with happiness. I'm bringing back a cowboy hat. Oh, whatever you call it. She chuckled. Sure thing, Lance. I jumped in. Just do your best, Applejack. Applejack's smile swung her right hoof on her. I'll do better than my best. The conductor stood outside the train and announced, the train to Canada is about to leave. All aboard, who's coming aboard? Applejack smiled. Guess that means me. See you in a week, Applejack said while flying above us. Applejack stepped forward. With lots of new blue ribbons. Mira also stepped forward. And lots of money. I jumped forward. That's better than stepping forward. And my cowboy hat. Jack stepped on the train. Darn tootin'. The train began to move forward. Urgently out the windows waved. See y'all in a week with a big bag of blue ribbons. We ran alongside the train, and I yelled back. My cowboy hat better be in that bag. When we reached the edge of the platform, we stopped. Big Pie waved her left hoof. A train lost a sarsaparilla. She looked at all of us. We were looking at her confused. What? It gives you extra sash. I smiled. I want something. Big Pie turned to me and smiled. Well, you can, silly. If you can find some. I looked at Twilight. So what are we going to do for a week? She looked around. Anybody up for a slumber party? I had on my hoof. No, not again. Remember the last one? She grinned. Oh yeah, I forgot. How was I supposed to know that energy drink Greg gave me had so much caffeine in it? I face looked. Twilight, it has energy in the name. I think it explains itself. I turned and began walking towards Ponyville. I gotta get to work. See you later, for Pony. 1 week later, I grabbed the last balloon in the bag and began blowing it up. Blowing is hard work. Dirty minds, be gone! As soon as it was fully blown up, I wrapped a string to it and let it float upwards. I still don't know how those balloons are floating. I mean, we used our breath to do it. We don't have helium in our breath. Do we? Surprise! Big Pie screamed. I turned to see her standing over Fluttershy, who was on her back. I chuckled. Good old Pinkie Pie. I watched her bounce away from Fluttershy, but when I blinked, she was gone. Then she suddenly appeared above Fluttershy, screaming out surprise again. How does she do it? Twilight opened the barn door and said in a hushed voice, Quiet, Pinkie. I think Applejack's coming. Then quickly closed the door and ran over behind a beam. I quickly flew up to where Fluttershy and Winter's were hiding. Down below, I heard Pinkie Pie say happily, Don't worry, Twilight. Got my lips all limbered up. Then a few strange noises, which were strange. The lights went off and we waited. The door opened and the lights came on. We all jumped and screamed out, Surprise! And a few seconds later, Pinkie Pie jumped and shouted, Surprise! Oh, shot! But instead of Applejack, there stood a light brown pale pony. Wow! This is the best surprise ever! How did you know it was my birthday? The pony sagged and Twilight walked up to the door. She grabbed the lantern on the door, but a second later, Piggy opened it and dropped a piece of cake for him. We all got there with Twilight. Me, Fluttershy, and Rubber flying above everybody else. Applejack stepped close to Twilight. Who's it from, Twilight? What's it say? Twilight smiled. It's from Applejack. She then began to read. Family and friends. Not coming back to Ponyville. Don't worry, we'll send money soon. She turned it to everybody. Everyone. That's all there is. Everybody gasped. Applejack looked up sadly. Applejack's not coming back? Everyone just put her hood to her head. What do you mean Applejack's not coming back? She lost Ponyville. And she lost Sweet Apple Acres. Grinch said sadly. And she loves her family. Applejack said, about to cry. Bertie gasped and held her hood to her head dramatically. Something just dreadful must have happened to Applejack to make her not return. Applejack put her hood to her mouth. Maybe she's hurt, or sad, or scared. Applejack held up her hooves. So what are we waiting for? Let's go find her, he said while swimming towards the door. Twilight looked at Granny Smith. Don't worry, we'll search all the cars if we have to. We'll bring her back. She then walked to the door, followed by me and the others. Y'all are the best, Evelyn said. Thank you, girls, Granny Smith said while smiling. Twilight saluted and they all ran out the barn. I stood and looked at Granny Smith. And Guy, I'm here too, you know. She hung on. Hurry, before they get away from you. I saw them turned. I then ran out after them. We all began walking up to the large stadium. Peter was standing next to me. I insisted he come. Since Reddy was going, he agreed. I nodded, and they all ran off in different directions. Peter looked at me. So, what are we supposed to do? I shrugged. I guess ask around and see if they know where Applejack is. Peter smiled. Easy. Let's do this thing. We both ran for it into the stadium. Once we were inside, I could see the guards running around asking every pony about Applejack. I looked up to see Flashlight try and show a pony, who was lying down with a hat over his face, a question. He waved her off without even looking at her. I cleared and flowed up to him. Hey, have you seen a man named Applejack? He waved me off. I told my hoof. Oh no, not till you answer me. He signed his head up. No, I ain't saying your friend. I rolled my eyes. Was it that hard to say no? He laid back down and covered his face with his hat. A short time later, we all sat around, all bummed that we couldn't find a lead. As I sat next to Twilight, who had her head on a table, a tangerine-colored mare walked up. She smiled when she saw the picture of Applejack that Twilight had left on the table. She told us that Applejack was a small town called Dutch Junction. I jumped in the air. Fantastic! But when I looked down and saw that the other was in shock, I landed on the ground. Drat. A few hours later, I walked down the small aisle, whipping my face. This train had everything. The food was just plain awesome. I walked behind the cabin where the girls were. Twilight was in the middle of a sentence. It to Ponyville. Pink Pie had her legs crossed. I don't know how I'm going to make it to the next stop. I chuckled. Well, I guess this train doesn't have everything. I looked out the window and smiled. This is Dutch Junction, Cruise. Applejack is supposed to have come after the rodeo ended. The train stopped when we all stepped off. Twilight looked at us. Let's fan out and try to find her. Big White shot past us. I shrugged and looked at Peter. Come with me. We'll look around a little. He nodded. All right. We left the group and began walking around the small town. Peter was looking around, a smile on his face. I like this place. I looked at him. Why? He could take a smile. I don't know. It's just so appealing to me. Maybe I can get ready to move here with me sometime. I chuckled and rubbed my head against the ground. When I head up, it was covered in dirt. Yeah, you just love all this dirt. He shook his head, smiling and stuck on my side. Shut up. She may. I opened my mouth to say some more, but was interrupted by some pony yelling, Lance, we found her. Get over here. Peter chuckled. Dolly's got you on a leash. A tight leash. I glared. No, she doesn't. But Reddy will have you on a leash sooner or later. He smiled. Sounds kinky. I laughed loudly at him. Dude, that is Lance. Came the loud scream again, this time more annoyed. I smiled ugly. Let's get back to the office, shall we? Peter and I walked back to the girls, all of them talking to each other. I walked on and looked around. Where's AJ? Twilight turned and smirked. Don't worry, we have a plan. Iris and I roamed. A plan for what? And that didn't answer my question. She sighed. Come on, we'll tell you in no hand. Terrific! Come on in, girls, said Miss Jubilee. We all walked in, wearing chief hats and cherry bags. Me and Peter brought up the rear. Once I stepped in, I stood on my hind legs and waved to me and Peter. And guys, there are two guys here, you know. We all walked past Applejack and she looked at us in shock. What are you all doing here? As we walked up to the conveyor belt, Twilight happily said, we're your cherry sorters. Shall we get started? Applejack huffed. Fine. Miss Jubilee pointed cherry bins. Ha! Red cherry's going one bin, and yellow cherry's going the other. Silver's cherry pie. Just one thing they do another. Have fun. She then walked out the room. Applejack glared back at us. What are you five up to? I was an and counted every pony. There were 7 of us, not 5. Hey, me and Peter are here too, you know. I just looked at me. I know, but I'm talking to the girls. Well, you make working on cherry orchard sound so delightful, Reddy answered nervously. Applejack didn't buy it. Uh-huh. Well, just remember, no talking about Ponyville. Applejack became frustrated. Fine, why don't you quit talking and get walking? Applejack began to walk, which caused the conveyor to begin to move. Cherries began to come out of the small opening. We all began sorting them, ducking them off into the correct bin. I looked down at Twilight, who winked for some reason. So, AJ, how's Canterlot? Applejack glared at her. Twilight continued. Not talk about Ponyville, talk about Canterlot. Tell it to a town. Canterlot was fine, Applejack answered. I pushed another chair into the correct bin. That wasn't so hard, I could do this all day. Was the rodeo fun? Twilight asked. Yes. Twilight walked up to her, leaving her station to the conveyor belt. Did you meet some nice pony there? Some, answered Applejack. Ramdash flew up in front of him. Really? Did you say Wild Bull Hickok? What about Calamity Maine? Yes, saw them both. Ramdash smiled and nodded her head for a few seconds, then crossed her hoofs. Right then walked up to Applejack. And how did you meet Miss Jubilee? Well, Miss Jubilee had a cherry stand at the rodeo. Real good treats, says Jack, trying to pick up speed. We were starting to have some trouble keeping up with the cherries coming out. Excuse me? Fletcher said in a quiet voice. I stopped paying attention to you guys and focused on the cherries. Soon they began to come out faster. Ooh, can you please slow down? Fletcher said his speed was increased. Fletcher stood there confused. Help! Big Pie looked at all the cherries going by and panicked. She started piling them up, placing them on Fletcher's head. Looked at the cherries that was spinning past me and put my hood down, but they just ran over it. I stood straight up. They're coming in too fast. Big was slamming his head down. I'm so confused. Speed increased even more. Big Pie grabbed as many as she could and piled them in her bags and hat, but they kept coming out. The cherries were now piling up on the belt. Pinky did the only thing reasonable. She ran to the end and let them all fly into her mouth. I ran over and knocked her aside. I got it. My mouth was overwhelmed by cherries. I fell down and held a hoof as the cherry began to burn me. The cherries kept coming, quickly burning me under pile of cherries. Stop! I heard Flashlight gasp. A few seconds later, I heard a loud splat and everybody gasped. What happened? I said to the pile of cherries. I moved them all back and forth, trying to clean up the mess. Twilight looked up from her work. Well, girls, we seem to be striking out. I signed you out. And guys! Ramdash rolled her eyes and looked at the others. That's because we're playing too nice. Yes, desperate times do call for desperate measures, said Rarity. Ramdash looked at Pink Pie. It's time to call in the big guns. Pink Pie looked up some cherry and smiled. I cocked my head. Why are they looking at her? Why not me? I think I could be helpful right now. I looked at the tree, disappointed. The girls hadn't let me up here to do the plan with them. Peter sighed. This sucks. I nodded. I agree. He turned and began heading for the farm. I'm going to get a room. I need some sleep. I chuckled. I'll get one also. Some sleep would be nice. Peter and I stood outside the farmhouse, just enjoying the morning air. I smiled. I love this peace, huh? Peter nodded and grinned. This place is so peaceful. So relaxing. So... Pinkie Pie burst through the door, followed by the others. Twilight ran past me. Come on, you two. I sighed. There goes a peaceful morning. We walked past them, not happy. I saw Pinkie Pie screaming at Applejack, something about breaking a pinky promise. I began to jog towards them. Applejack jumped a wagon, pulled by Science. That's just strange. As the wagon began moving, I saw the others jump to a smaller wagon, pulled by Fletch and Ramdash. His eyes widened. Wait, don't leave us behind. We chased after them, not able to catch up. But suddenly, they slammed to a stop. Thank God. Me and Pierre jumped in and slumped down, breathing hard. Soon we hit something. I looked aside to see the wagon that Applejack was in. We hit it again and Applejack said, Pull over! Applejack looked down at us. Hey, got that out! We hit a wagon again, this time semi-airborne. While in midair, I thought, I saw this coming, I'm still surprised. I spent when we just struggled to catch up with them. Applejack's wagon was going forward, then back, then forward again. Suddenly it shot ahead. I was caught in a dust cloud and coughed. When I came out, I saw that Pinkie Pie had landed on the wagon and was now talking to, or screaming at, Applejack. I pushed myself and landed in the cart. I sat back and let out a heavy breath. Peter chuckled. You shouldn't jump out with car stands. I rolled my eyes. Shut up. Rarity, catch me, said Pinkie Pie as she jumped off of Applejack's wagon backwards. Rarity looked at him in shock. What? Pinkie Pie then jumped to her, sending both of them off the cart. Peter jumped up. Rarity, I'm coming for ya, and jumped off the cart. Rarity looked up front. Rainbow, go back. Rainbow shook her head. No time. They know what they were getting into. I laughed, but stopped when Twilight glared at me. Up ahead, I heard the sound of a railroad bell. I looked to see a train coming. After I pushed forward and flew past it in time. Well, we lost her. But instead of stopping, Ramdash and Fluttershy picked up speed. Mice one and screamed up, I'm not stupid. I then jumped off the cart. As I watched them, I saw them jump off the train. I face moved. I am stupid. I stood and looked towards them, grunting in pain. Up ahead they were all talking to each other. I sighed. Time for a friendship moment. Jump ahead to train ride home. Why? Because you know what they said. It would be boring to read. As I sat on the smoke bench across from Applejack, who was running love to Princess, I smirked. So, you got everything you were supposed to, huh? She looked at me and smiled proudly. I sure did. Got everybody what they wanted. I leaned forward. Where's my cowboy hat? Elsewhere, on Lancaster train tracks. What do you think, Rarity? Chimichurri or Chimichanka? Chimichurri, Chimichanka. Chimichurri, Chimichanka. Chimichurri, Chimichanka. Chimichurri, Chimichanka. Pinkie Pie repeated heavily. Pierced on the edge of the small tram car. I hate this. What did I jump off? He looked back to her and he smiled. That's right. When I get back, you're gonna get a Rainbow Dash, Reddy said, becoming angry frustrated. Chimichurri or Chimichanka? Chimichurri, Chimichanka. Chimichurri, Chimichanka. Chimichurri, Chimichanka. Chimichurri, Chimichanka. Pinkie Pie continued. Peter started twitching. You better not have to deal with this all the way back to Ponyville. He turned to Pinkie Pie. I say Chimichanka. He hopes that would shut her up. Sadly, it all does is start a whole new chant. Falls on his size and size. It's gonna be a long trip back.